not my storage unit. A little bit calmer. Still angry with how the system works. I'm not the only one that feels like being someone who's on the straight and narrow in unfortunate circumstances, you end up waiting longer for housing than someone who has been through rehab repeatedly, and then, someone, I'm not saying people who are addicts trying to get clean or people who have committed crimes don't deserve to have housing. I just don't think they deserve priority over someone who didn't really do anything wrong. They just can't afford housing and they're homeless. Having a disability should put you on priority. I don't think that necessarily addiction can always be a disability, because there comes a time when you have to realize that people choose certain behavior after so many chances, and some of those same people choose not to go into the shelters. So I was mentioning cellulitis. Cellulitis is breakdown of the skin from bacteria or an infection. My aunt, who had throat cancer, would break out in cellulitis a lot. A lot of people who have autoimmune illnesses have breakout. People who have heroin addictions will break out in the locations of where they've injected and stuff, and I don't want to be lumped with those types of people, heroin addicts. But, I had one on my face. Let me see if I think there's I think it was right there. I have acne. And acne in itself is not going to cause cellulitis because it's a different type of bacteria. Mine's a little bit under the breast area, so let me show you. Ta-da! That's the wound area. Let's get closer. It's gross, and it's painful. Let me show you what I've been given to treat it. I had to put this in a... There's this. This is stuff a soap that they use in the hospital post-op. Hibicleans, antiseptic, antimicrobial skin cleanser. So it'd be nice if I could find a smaller dispenser to put it in that won't leak, that'll make it foam. Let me get my other bag. I have an antibiotic that you take orally, and then one that I have to put in my nose. Open the bag. I wonder if I lost that shirt in my travels. I'd be so upset if I lost my Patriots shirt. It's from when they won. Here's the stuff. It's backwards. It's on here. Because we're looking, I don't know, whatever. That stuff. Anyways. Get it. It's just like, it's accumulation of so many different events going on. The beds at the shelter are vinyl, stuffed with polyester, and there's a lot of cracks in it, and due to age and use. And I think they use the vinyl because it's supposed to be like protect it from bed bugs, but how do you protect it from bed bugs if they crack and break down? And we're being told now to report the mattresses with cracks and rips open. I'm like, wait a minute. If you had someone cleaning the dorms, then it wouldn't be my job to report breakdown of equipment. It's not my job. You get paid to maintain this building, not me. I'm the one getting sick from this building, and you're telling me I have to report breakdown. No. But, I'm just generally frustrated with a lot of things because more and more places are criminalizing homelessness. Businesses can be very discriminating. I mean, it's cold and weather, and if you're a paying customer and you're not disrupting business, there shouldn't be any type of discrimination. I mean, I get so many different ideas of things I want to do for the homeless. You know what I would love is if Starbucks would open a store down in this area, because it's a little ways away to a Starbucks store. There's a Starbucks in Target, but it doesn't open till 8. And then not everyone has bus passes. I'm lucky I could get a bus pass, but it would be great if they would put one like by BMC, by the campus, by the highway. I mean, there's Dunkin' Donuts, but Dunkin' Donuts, they have signs that say you can't stay there more than 15 minutes. I just think that with the culture of Starbucks and then with the clientele that is in the area, it would work. The only negative is, like, a lot of the homeless do go to, like, McDonald's, and they end up having to have a cop there all the time to kick the homeless out. But so many of the people that I talk to that are homeless, they won't go to Starbucks. They say they feel intimidated because everyone has a laptop and they get stared at. They think they're getting stared at by other patrons for not having a laptop. And I'm like, I've never, ever feel that way. And, I mean, I don't always have my laptop with me. Usually I'm just charging my phone. So, and they don't know what kind of phone I have. I mean, they could tell it's an iPhone, but it's like, they don't know. But, yeah. So the wait could be like 2 to 5 years for housing for a single individual, for any individual. But I've been told lately that, they're housing a lot of people lately. And tomorrow at Rosie's, there's going to be some sort of meeting about proposed cuts to Social Security, Medicare, and housing, federal funding. And it may get people mobilized. You know, I mean, we need real true stories of people who have actually broken the law to go to prison so they didn't have to live on the streets or live in shelters. I mean, it would be kind of amazing for someone to sit there and say that they get better health care in prison than they do as a homeless individual. As it is, I'm planning on not going to BMC or Healthcare the Homeless when I get enrolled when I get switched over to Medicare at the end of March. because I don't feel like I'm getting the care I need. I was going to go over to Tufts to see if their family practice was the same as what I experienced at Good Sam, which was you call at 7:30 in the morning, and if there's a opening with a resident doctor, you get in. Here, it's 8 weeks, 6 weeks to see your primary care physician at Healthcare for the Homeless. And they do have walk-ins, but I still have to go and get a bed. If I could call at 7:30 in the morning and get an appointment and then, be able to get a bed the same day, be back in time to get a bed by 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, maybe even 4. It's just, I walked out on my therapist because she sat there and said that I came to Boston because of the services. I didn't know what kind of services there were here. And I sat there and I told her exactly what I just said about the family practice at Arizona. I could call and have a same-day appointment, and their access program sucks. Sucks. It's much less. We don't have the dental care that we have here in Mass Health. It's just, I'll finish my, stuff with dental clinic, but I'm not staying for the rest of it. I'm going to be looking for other options, along the main line, whether it's Tufts or somewhere else, along the main subway lines. But anyways, I am going to be talking to Jim Green sometime this week about my cellulitis and the other illnesses that are going around in the dorm, and the fact that they don't clean the dorms, they don't disinfect the beds or nothing, and that sometimes people don't feel like they can report something is dirty or broken because they don't feel free to speak. So we'll see.